Okay, hi. So indications for this case study includes operative closure. We use suturing if we are trying to secure a drain or a line, like a central line, a JP drain, and a costal drain. If your wound is clean with minimal skin loss, so that will allow for minimal tension, you can use suturing as well. Absolute contraindications include your wound has significant skin loss, and that's gonna cause a lot of tension. So you want to avoid that. The wound is contaminated with debris or foreign bodies that cannot be cleansed with irrigation. The wound is infected. What else? If it's an abrasion that only involves the epidermis, then you don't need suturing. You can consider other alternative closure options. And contraindications, yeah, so the significant skin loss in your wound, if it's infected, contaminated, just an abrasion, any deep puncture wounds or most animal bites also will not do a suturing for. Safety precautions: make sure you gather all your equipment prior to beginning. Make sure you count all your sutures before and after, and dispose of your sutures in the shop's bin. Consider prophylactic treatment like antibiotics before your procedure and after. Tetanus shot as needed. So if the patient has had their 3 series and the wound is clean, and they've had the last shot within the past 10 years, then they're okay. If it's unknown if they've had their shots or they haven't had it, then you should consider you should educate them about getting a tetanus shot. Let's see. And safety precautions, again, like I said, you can consider alternative options like secondary intention, skin glue depending on the wound, steri strips and things like that. So for this case, she got a cut because she fell off the ladder and cut her leg. So we're gonna use a simple running suturing. So I have my knife, my needle holder. This is how I'm gonna be holding my needle holder. And we're gonna use a monofilament fluoroproline, non-absorbable, to close the skin using the simple running suture. So for the simple running suture, first we want to, this is how, well, let me show you how I'm gonna hold my needle. Oops. So you never wanna touch a needle like this so you don't get stuck yourself. You wanna always handle it like that, closer to the string. And this is how I'm gonna hold my needle. I'm going to turn the camera so we can see. My forceps is going to be helping me lift up the skin, lift up the edges of the wound. So first I'm going to insert my needle at a 90-degree angle to one edge. Oops. And then hold up the other edge, insert at a same distance. Pull my suture through. I'm going to make a knot. When you're making a knot, I'm going to wrap the string around my needle holder twice, grab that free end, and pull through the needle. With this string, there you go. And you want to tie it as close to the skin as possible, so not to leave any space in. For this in okay, so I'm going to do the opposite way now, wrap the opposite way. So if the first row was clockwise, the second row is gonna be kind of clockwise. Grab my free end, and we will do this like 6 times. But for the sake of time, we're not gonna do it, but we will do 6 throws. First clockwise, and grab your free end through the loop, and then the other way. Grab your free end through the loop. So we make a knot. Now I'm going to, so for a simple suture, a running suture, be careful with not suturing too tight, because you don't want to cause any strangulation of the skin that can lead to necrosis. Now I'm gonna grab my suture, grab my skin, insert, grab the other edge at the same distance, my forceps again. I'm going to grab the edge, insert my needle at a 90 degree, and on the other side, same distance, and pull with the string. And we can do that one more time. Now at the end, we want to tie, we want to make a knot. We're going to make it the same way we did when we first started. Twice, wrap the string twice around your needle holder, and then grab the end, pull through the loop, and tie. Then we're gonna go the opposite way. If we did clockwise, gonna go clockwise, and grab your loop through the string, pull the loop to the string, and tie. And we will do this like 5 or 6 times.